Ben Starav, meaning the hill of the rustling noise. Ben Starav is an imposing mountain which rears up steeply from the head of Glen Etive. Higher up, it has some fine ridges and provides a great viewpoint. Ben Starav is a tough ascent by any standards, but the route above can be extended by the very fit, taking in 3 Munros. I did this walk up Ben Starav, taking in Glass Ben Moor, the big green hill, another Munro, creating a horseshoe circuit of the mountain ridge from Ben Starav back down to Glen Etive. It was a tough walk, but well worth doing on a clear sunny day for the views. A good natural bathe pool, I think, there. Natural jacuzzi, but I think it'd be a bit cold though. Beautiful. There's a few Scots pines up this path, side of this waterfall. It's nice. Quite impressed with this. It's the start of my walk. It's quite beautiful. Just heading up there. The view, looking down Glen Etive, about just over 900 metres up, heading to Ben Starav summit, and the hills of Glencoe beyond. I think one of the higher hills has just got a bit of cloud nestling the summit. It's coming and going, just touching the top there. That's where I started off from, down there, Glen Etive. Overcast day, but still a clear day, with the sun trying to break through between gaps in the cloud. And one of my first glimpses of the head of Glen Etive, which is a sea loch, and down there you can see a timber pier where boats load up with cut timber logs. That's it there. Glen Etive forest area. There's some timber felling sometimes, the forest tracks. And this is where I'm heading. It's a rocky ridge up to the summit. That's the summit, more or less in sight now. Looking forward to when I'm at the top, and then I'm going to be walking the ridge all the way along there, and down a bit to the last Munro there, which is more or less grassy with a bit of rocky areas. But I think the worst bit is climbing up to Ben Starav, and then I head down the valley down there. I think the left side of the water tumbling down there. There's a track down there, all the way down there. Can't see it now. Back down to Glen Etive. The last few feet to the summit of Ben Starav, and this is the remains of the old cylindrical trig point. Oh well. Glen Etive. Wow. The massive sea lock, and finally got to the summit, the highest hill for miles surrounding the area, and looking down to Glen Etive. And Ben Cruachan's in the cloud. This hill is here. This hill is clear. Wow, absolutely superb, and the sun's come out between the clouds, and looking down where it came up from. What a view. Summit Ben Starav, looking way down the Glen Etive. Just following that ridge where the old boy was, where it is. Just following the ridge where the old boy. I'm out on the summit and going down there, and down there, onwards to the next Munro, and then down. Back to Glen Etive. Heading down that way. There's a avoiding path to the right to the ridge there. I'll take that. And then a bit of a rocky ridge down there. Then more or less a grassy top all the way the ridge to the next Munro. Looking back to Ben Starav summit. Second Munro of the day, the Glencoe Hills. In the far distance, the large wedge-shaped mountain is Ben Nevis. I didn't see it earlier today. Maybe it was hiding in a bit of mist behind the other mountains, but we can see it on this hill now. And the sun's come out more now, that's a bonus. Absolute superb view. See mountains for miles. No wind, not even a breeze. I think that's Ben Louis, the Toblerone shaped mountain. And yeah, it's the Cranlaric Hills. Ben Moore stop in, and my last mountain climbed Crook Ardrine, one of the Cranlaric Hills. That's my path back down there at the Belock, and right down there, I think to the right of the waterfall. Those little flies you can see are flying around. There might be midges. I've just seen something on the cairn here. What's this say? Some sort of memorial. It says Dr. Susie Balderston, 1970 to 1970 to 2023. I love you always and forever. Doug XXX. Sometimes the Cornwall tired, weary feet. At the start of my walk to Ben Starav, there was a sign warning about Lyme's disease, created by ticks. Ticks are in abundance throughout Scotland, and every time I head for the hills, I always wear trousers, never wear shorts for this reason. Even so, having come back from this walk, I took a shower and realised I had a lump at the back of my knee, leg joint. It was a large tick.